Oh my goodness, this nigga's still talking.
Woke up this morning and wonder, hey shit, I get fresh as shit. I keep it humble. My closet like Dover Street used to be bumming. Some days I'm still bumming. The difference is now it's by choice.
Yeah, nah, that's gonna be a bar for life one day. That was from J. Cole's freestyle over Still Tipping by Mike Jones. The LA Leaker freestyle. Here, listen a little bit more. Yeah.
Just to peek out the window, these little niggas different. They don't play Nintendo, they play with extendos. I hope you can limbo that chopper, go spin you around like a judge on a voice. I'm from a city where most niggas never get lucky enough to see something outside county limits. I ran up the ditches, I don't have no motherfucking business, complain about nothing. Ain't got no time and no patience for lists they be making of who they debating is better. Let's face it, he one of the greatest. No Bill Cosby shit, but if niggas is sleeping,
let me unpack that bar for y'all real quick. All right, no Bill Cosby shit. But if niggas is sleeping, then fuck them. All right. Real quick, y'all niggas know who Bill Cosby is? Pills Cosby himself? Shit. If you said that line about Cardi B, it would still be true. Well, monetarily, fuck them. Fuck they life up for real. Yo, what's up, dog? Ooh. Man. Dog, so I woke up to record this podcast, and I found out Gamecaster, bro. Joe, I've been using these past few years to record these podcasts. That joint shut down. It's done so. And it's like, man, it was so perfect, dog. Because you see, how I got in Gamecaster is because I had XSplit back in high school when I was thinking about doing a little YouTube. Man, that's besides the point, right? So I got an XSplit, right? And because I had XSplit since like the get-go, the first time it was new, when Gamecaster came out, they'd give me founder privileges. I never paid for a single founder pack in my life, but they gave me founder privileges. So when I finally got back to it, I want to say around when the podcast actually started, honestly. When I finally got around to it, it was easy, it was clean, it was pristine. Like, a nigga didn't even have to do anything for real. That joint was just spitting it all for me. But now, here we are. We in the bummy side of things. Niggas telling me I gotta switch. The service is ended March 31st. I'm sorry, we can't let you record nothing no more. I'm like, yo, chill out. Why? What's all this energy? Like, what you mean the service is closed? Why didn't I get an email about this? Then technically they did email a nigga, but the email that got sent to that was a email I don't even use no more. That was the original email we found, the original account with the founder's privileges. You hear me? It's a very sad life for us. It's a very sad life for us, man. So now I'm using a different type of recording joint that I usually use. I'm about to have to see, experiment how I'm gonna want to do this from now on, just because, the other one made it so much easier to have guests, specifically online, instead of having to, it was just perfect, dog. It was just perfect. But here we are. All right. Now, real quick. Let's finish this J. Cole verse. It's almost, it doesn't even matter. It's almost like, y'all niggas need to listen. All right. Wake up.
Most niggas don't understand me. I don't do the Grammys. I be in my jammies on sofa. Most niggas don't understand me. Ferrari or Camry. I bet I look good in them both. Most niggas don't even get this. How you on top, but you don't got no bitches. I know. Most niggas don't even get this. To giving a chance. They trade family for riches. I know. Look at my ceiling. It's endless. I'm sick of these bitch niggas feeling the sentence. It ain't in the vitamin C and they system to get rid of me. I'm a killer, relentless. On top of it, I sound like I'm still in the trenches. I come from the bill. I turn villains to victims. Reach and see RIP. Fill up your mentions. A message for niggas that's feeling ambitious. How come a nigga still ain't to the prime?
How come a nigga just still in it? Oh my God, how come a nigga still in his prime? Y'all niggas know I'm talking about. Yeah, nah, this is go crazy. Brr. All right, let's talk about the real shit that we here for, all right? All right, y'all niggas is up now? How y'all been? This is Just Talking Podcast, if I haven't said so yet. Is we up now, though? God damn. God fucking damn, bro. Like, I'm letting you know. Is you up? Damn, Bulls eliminate Mavs from playoffs. Look, dog. I don't care what anybody says. They get a good, like, dog. Side note. I said this to one of my friends. I was like, did y'all notice how now a whole bunch of these teams kind of just need a prime Clint Capella? Like somebody who's going to guard the paint, roll pretty hard to the basket, be a good lob threat. Like a lot of these teams just don't have the real defense. And for some reason, like, I don't know. This is a lost art to the role of a center, in my opinion. Because now it's like, because everything is more like isolation type basketball, like even like, it's very weird, man. But I'm not here to talk about the B-balls with you peepos. I'm here to talk about the fucking, damn it. I thought I had it up already. I'm sorry. Now I look like a dummy, huh? What's that one nigga that got jumped in the gym say? You a dummy, huh? No, 6ix9ine. That one nigga that got jumped in the gym. Yeah, that's how we refer to him. Bro was on the Stairmaster, couldn't hold it. I won't lie though. Me personally, the way this nigga be chatting about his money, me personally, I'd have a home gym. But that's just me, I guess. Not everybody got the same mentality. Personally. But fuck it, that nigga really needed to hit the Stairmaster, I guess. He was like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna go just walk up and down my stairs. I need some moving stairs, an escalator stay, you feel me? But I'm not trying to go to the mall in the public either, man. I hear him. And nigga, some old ass nigga, like, I don't care about the fact that he got jumped. I cared when I found out it was some 40-year-old ass niggas that had no part in fucking, like, in the little blood shit. Like, what was your niggas' point? Like, this is my question, dog. Like, and then one of their wives is trying to get bail for them or some shit. I'm like, or help get fund money for their case. I'm like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, motherfucker. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right. Now, the next thing that I'm about to do is, I was about to go and talk about the Mississippi Jim Crow stuff, but let's first take a detour. Let it be nice and easy. All right. There's this one tweet, and I look, dog, I have nothing against your community. However, y'all niggas gonna have to stop lying. All right, the first thing, bro. So there's this one video where somebody like took a video of their girl or whatever on TikTok and then posted it on TikTok, and it was all like, when she asked why only lasts 1 minute, and she was on top of the bed. She had to do the strokes and continuously just do them strokes, right? And he recorded it for 1 minute. See if she could do it. She gave up early. Now, this is just a funny video. Oh my gosh. There's one under it where somebody, where their girl made them like twerk and everything. That shit's not any better. Look, bro, I'm not saying that like I throw ass, but I squat. I definitely, nigga, even with these fucked up knees, I don't know if I gotta get an MRI. My ankle really the one that fucked up. But even with this shit, give me a brace and I'm doing better than this nigga. Pause. And it's not. And by the way, she did that unprovoked. It wasn't like there was. She wouldn't even like that. She couldn't even last a minute. Obviously, I think it's a joke though. But and then somebody quote tweeted this, and this is why I said y'all gotta be for real. This chick said lesbians last long, so I don't know. Madam. Jish. Like, what? Bro. Not only does this nigga even just only post a video with just 3 laughing emojis, this nigga was not asking for any smoke. It was for jokes. It was for laughs and giggles. And you felt the need to insert this? And then look, I'm not even gonna read the niggas that roasted her shit. The first thing I'm gonna read is her response to the niggas that roasted her shit. Alright? Here come the niggas acting mad and jealous. Pride is a bitch, ain't it? There's a lot of y'all men that are admitting y'all can't last long. And that's embarrassing, because I know there gotta be some man that can. This is sick. I should cause more chaos like this more often, because y'all came running and offended was so entertaining. All my gays follow me. And that was it. Oh shit! Nah, actually, somebody had a crazy statement. I didn't even know. Nigga said, "Sprinters with prosthetic legs run longer than people with real legs too." So I'm glad that we put it out the obvious immediately. I didn't even know that about them sprinters. What was that one? Dude, the only thing I know about like the Olympic sprinter shit is the like South African sprinter that killed his wife. The Olympics, the Special Olympics sprinter. Special Olympics South African kills wife. Who is it? Pistorius. Oscar, yeah, I knew it was this Oscar nigga. Oscar Pistorius. Pistorius? Pistol whip? I don't know, bro. That nigga. Well, he did use a gun, so could be a pistol. Let me stop. Let me not. Delete. I'm about to get blocked and canceled for this one. Dog, you know you can there's a website you can see how many people blocked you on Twitter. I checked my like spam account to see who blocked me, and I was like, I'm not gonna put my real account on there. That's a little bit drag. These sites are doing this for a reason. They don't just want they collecting information and they selling that shit. But that's besides the point. But like I checked and I got like 14 people blocked me, and I was like, I don't even talk that crazy. Half the shit I'll be talking about anime shit, or I'm just retweeting shit for real. At least I don't think I talk that crazy. And like the worst part about it is just going back to the tweet. I'm just like, dog, I don't even know if you was serious, bro. But the reason I seen it is because somebody quote tweeted it and said, "Ain't no fucking way you dead ass right now," because ain't no way. Wow, y'all really. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't think y'all function like that. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully she wasn't serious. I was just baffled at that. Like, that's not even a good joke. You know how niggas feel about their timing. I'm chill, bro. Child of God. I'm a virgin. Unlike you, degenerates. Sex before marriage, you're going to hell. Oh my goodness, dog. That's hilarious. I'm sorry. Let me see, bro. But we can talk about this Jim Crow stuff now. All right. So the reason why people are so there's a law getting passed in a certain county in Mississippi, and people are calling it essentially a Jim Crow 2.0 type of bill. I'm gonna read part of this AP News article and just go from there. In Jackson, Mississippi, efforts by the majority white Mississippi legislator is to create courts with appointed rather than elected judges to expand. Didn't know about that one either. To expand patrols by state police inside the majority black capital city of Jackson amount to Jim Crow 2.0. Yes, I actually didn't know about that part of it. I'd only seen the voting stuff. Ex-Representative Kathy Skies of Jackson also said people in other parts of the U.S. should pay attention to what's happening in Mississippi because ideas in one state can spread to others. Skies, who supports abortion rights, I don't see why that matters. Me personally, mentioned the Supreme Court using the Mississippi case last year. Oh, okay, that's why. Mentioned the U.S. Supreme Court using a Mississippi case last year to upend abortion access nationwide. We're the state that took away women's right to choose for her and her doctor to make decisions on her body. So you don't get involved with this. Moving on. The Mississippi House and Senate this year has passed different versions of bills dealing with police and courts in Jackson, which has the highest percentage of black residents in any major United States city. Negotiators from the two chambers are expected to work on the final versions of the bills in the next 2 weeks. One of the bills is sponsored by Republican Rep. Trey Lamar of Santobia, a small town more than 170 miles north of Jackson. He said he's trying to make Jackson safer and reduce a backlog in the judicial system. And he says there's nothing racial about it in the face of the bill. You can't take away the power of some of the members of this community and say that you represent a democracy, which you do not. You represent a false democracy, says Paris. Paris who? Who did I get that quote from? Oh, Wendell Paris of Minority People's Council said the proposal to appoint judges is a violation of the Voting Act of 1965. He represents a false democracy. We're saying that Mississippi is one place that we cannot tolerate any going back. Mississippi has a sordid past, which it does. I'm not gonna read the thing from the that's Black Voters Matter Fund. Okay, Carol, she's the senior state organizing manager for that fund, said that it was ruthlessly racist. This is not the article I saw from it before, so we're gonna read another one because I felt like the other article either hid some stuff or Section 41 in Mississippi State Constitution, this is a CNN article now, specifies 10 felonies: murder, rape, bribery, theft, arson, obtaining money or goods under false pretense, perjury, forgery, embezzlement, or bigamy, for which conviction will result in a person losing their right to vote. The law was instituted in 1890 and didn't originally include rape and murder, but did originally include burglary. Amendments were made in 1950 and 1968. Amendment added rape and murder. Both amendments were voted on by Mississippians at the time. In 1968, amendment came out that after the 1965 Federal Civil Rights Commission criticizing the racist crafting of the law and the state's widespread racist voting practices at the time, saying that restrictions had been designed to accomplish the same result as an express denial of black citizens' voting rights. According to the ruling, the commission also criticized the provision. This is in 1965. Roy Harness and Kamel Karim, two black Mississippians convicted of forgery and embezzlement, respectively, who lost their right to their vote in their conviction, filed suit in August 2019, challenging disenfranchisement under the Equal Protection Clause. According to the majority in dissenting opinions, the law was built with racist intent. And this is the one that I had read earlier, talking about it. But I think the three things to know about what the critics are saying from the Hill is better. Mississippi State House passed House Bill 1020, mostly along party lines, last month, saying proposal to the state Senate. The legislation would establish a separate court system. Yeah. Yeah. It's very weird to say this. To be fair, there's a lot of studies that are saying that say that the reason why the correlation, the variable that one of the best correlations for crime is usually poverty and the poverty line. So for a lot more people, so when you keep that in context, also keep in context, Mississippi is also one of the, if not the poorest, but one of the poorest states in America. High black population, probably one of the highest in America. They already said this. Jackson was the city with the highest black population in America. So it's like, it's definitely very interesting to be like, oh yeah, that's what we should do. However, I'm pretty sure these niggas still haven't said anything about Brett Favre, who stole millions of dollars from these niggas. These niggas state, like, the welfare. They stole millions of dollars from the welfare program that would have been used to help these black communities if they needed it, just poor communities in general. They stole that, and that nigga used it to build a volleyball court for his daughter's volleyball school or college that has a volleyball team that she's on. All right, so y'all niggas not gonna sit here and tell me y'all niggas really care about the crime, because them niggas stole millions. All right, and the reason why these niggas don't care is because it was congressmen and it was these state legislators that I was working with them niggas. All right, so I'm personally, and Brett Favre already has like more of a scummy past when you look into it a little bit more. Niggas just don't want to talk about it. Like, I'll say this: when niggas retire from these joints, especially if somebody replaces you like an Aaron Rodgers, you don't get talked about that much anymore. Like, dude, even when, like, he embezzled niggas, like, he took all that money and shit, said, nah, the way the media is portraying me is bad. I'm like, nigga, nobody's even covering your ass. First Take didn't cover him until he said that. I have not seen any other coverage. I think FX1, Undisputed, they talked a little bit about it, but I barely seen any fucking coverage about this. But nah, we're gonna put in these laws to help police. We have a backup in court systems. Yeah, all right, bro. Like chief sponsor of the bill says the legislation to address rising crime. How does this make crime lesser? Like, in the voting joint, like, if they got rid of the burglary. But even worse, if I'm about to go and kill somebody, right? Because they put murder on there. Now, I'm not saying, like, it doesn't negate me wanting to kill somebody if I can't fucking... Okay, Jackson had the highest murder rate of any major U.S. city last year, despite the number of homicides dropping from the previous year. But critics have said the area will be covered by the new court system and expanded jurisdiction of the police force. Already has the lowest crime rate anywhere in Jackson. In its current areas. I'm just saying, dog. There's a lot of other things that y'all could be fixing first, but y'all don't care for that. And look, you can, like, it's like putting a Band-Aid over a shattered rib cage. Like, this is not helping nobody. Like, there's a lot of other things that you could be doing first. Like, that nigga might have internal bleeding. All right, I don't think covering any blood from coming outside is really the solution. If anything, it's gonna come from his mouth, dummy. Why you putting a Band-Aid on his belly button? I don't care if it's an innie. You're not covering shit. Like, goddamn, bro, this shit crazy. It's very interesting. And then there's even there's people urging the UN. This is a whole nother thing. There's people. I'm just gonna like dabble in this one a little bit. There's people urging the UN to counteract the United States for their abortion stuff. They're not really doing anything though. Like, dude, have you not heard of all the people who try to do the same thing to China and they refuse? Do you think this is the first time the United States has been doing some fuck shit? It's crazy. All right, real quick. So I've also heard of a Tennessee 3 story. I don't know what this is. The Tennessee 3 originally was a backing band for singer Johnny Cash for nearly 25 years. He was known especially for his country and rockabilly. Rockabilly is crazy. Nigga said, yeah, this is the country plus the rock. Yeah. Yeah. Stuck his tongue out while this nigga was talking about his tractor. That's crazy work. I won't lie. Like, imagine this man has a full Kiss makeup. He's sticking his tongue out. And then he's just like, and I drove my baby to the tractor. And this nigga look like he got the fucking uke joint. That's crazy. Let me stop. The Tennessee 3 saga highlights the GOP retreat into Fortress MAGA. The next half of this podcast is just going to be social media stuff. The Tennessee state legislator, as a bigger thing, the Tennessee state legislators' expulsion of young Democratic lawmakers as punishment for protesting gun violence is widely described as an extraordinary outlier. President Biden declared the move without precedent. Others see it as a rare throwback to hardball tactics largely not seen since the Civil Rights or even the Civil War. Expulsion of young Democratic. Tennessee House expels 2 Democrats in historic act of partisan retaliation. Yeah, so the Republican-led Tennessee House voted Thursday to expel 2 Democratic lawmakers who halted proceedings last week to join protesters demanding gun control legislation after a mass killing. The mass killing being stated is the Nashville school shooter who was heavily armed and had a manifesto and heavily armed and left manifesto. That's crazy. Yo, I don't know what's going on with people on writing manifestos, but y'all niggas got time. Like, look, bro, I'll record a manifesto maybe, but even then, bro, I'd get bored midway through. Like, damn, bro, there's a lot more shit I could be talking about than what other niggas is doing with their time, or what other niggas should be doing with their time, quote unquote. Like, goddamn. After an historic act of partisan retaliation, the chamber voted 72-25 to oust Republican House Representative Justin Jones, 27-year-old community organizer elected in November, represent part of Nashville, and 69-26 to expel Representative Justin Pearson, Democrat of Memphis. Republicans did not have enough votes to remove Gloria Johnson, a former teacher at Knoxville who lost a student to gun violence. After a shooter opened fire on the Covenant School in Nashville on March 27, killing 3 9-year-olds and 3 adults, activists descended on Tennessee's Capitol and demanded the lawmakers pass gun control legislation. Republicans with supermajorities in both chambers refused to do so. 3 lawmakers, dubbed the Tennessee 3, said they joined the protest inside the legislative chamber to speak out for the unprecedented effort in response to remove them from office stunned many and marked an escalation in partisan rancor dominating some state houses. In some cases, Republican-led legislators have taken steps to marginalize Democrats, particularly over gun control and social issues. I recognize that it's not just about expelling me, but about expelling the people, said before the vote. But your action will do the exact opposite. It will galvanize them. To see what is happening in the state requires sustained action. That's crazy because they can also select replacements, and they already have a damn near super majority in there. But the Tennessee, this is an opinion piece by Greg Sargent. I don't really like opinion pieces, to be honest. But I'll say what his opinion is. The Tennessee 3 saga highlights the GOP retreat into Fortress MAGA. Okay. I'm not gonna read anything more of it. If I was gonna be honest, am I surprised? No, I'm very much not surprised. Yeah. Y'all niggas heard that FaZe Clan is shutting down damn near. Them niggas I think they went public like last year or some shit. And now they're already in danger of being delisted. E3's gone now. It's been canceled for 2023. There's just a lot of sad stuff happening. Alright. Now let's talk about, did I talk about the TikTok trials at all? Did I? Y'all niggas let me know. I don't think I did. The TikTok trials were fucking the worst, man. We're gonna watch some of the highlights. I think I've done this for, it was probably on stream. If not, funny moments. Look, I'm not even a big American guy, America rah rah thing, but this is crazy, dog. This is a key moments. Congress grills TikTok. That niggas were not grilled. Oh my gosh. Wait, do I have this joint set up so y'all can hear me or hear it? How come my nigga still in this prime?
Texas. Do they have to do so? ByteDance to turn over all data that TikTok has collected.
So TikTok was being asked to turn over their data collected in the United States
Inside the U.S., even within Project Texas.
Even within Project Texas.
Do they have to do so, according to Chinese law?
Congressman, first, I'm Singaporean.
Okay, wait. Go. Poor. All right, but he establishes his company in China though, so that was a good way to avoid the question, but that wasn't what that nigga asked.
That's fine, but there are employees of yours and ByteDance in China.
We understand this concern. In my opening statement, we said we hear these concerns. We didn't try to avoid them or trivialize them. We built something where we take the data and put it out of reach. This is what we did. We put it out of reach.
Out of reach, but they own you.
No, okay, whoa. What do you? Because that's the thing. They own you is like saying that the United States government owns Apple. The United States government owns Microsoft. And I'm letting you niggas know right now, the way the money's moving around, the fact Bill Gates already buying up the farms, they don't feel like that no more. The oil niggas, they were the niggas in the past, bro. They're the niggas in the past. They still there. Same with but now it's the age of bankers and the tech niggas. The tech niggas, they've been mining the gold for a while.
Reach by storing them.
ByteDance owns TikTok. If ByteDance is and the CCP owns ByteDance because the CCP owns everybody in China. So by law, they.
I see. And this is what I'm saying. This is a crazy statement.
Can make them do whatever they want, and they say that by law you can't tell anyone about it, so they can make you hand over that data. Is that correct?
Data is stored here in American soil by an American company,
you say that.
overseen by American.
We thought that, but leaked audio from 80 internal TikTok meetings shows that U.S. user data has been repeatedly accessed from China when you said it hasn't been.
Can you say with 100% certainty that TikTok does not use the phone's camera to determine whether the content that elicits a pupil dilation should be amplified by the algorithm? Can you...
Wait. Yo, dog, what? Do you not... And this is my issue with these non-tech niggas talking about tech stuff. Why you think... Look, bro, the only thing that y'all niggas is saying is that y'all might have that technology. Because I have never heard, like maybe you said facial expressions, laughing, blah, blah, blah. Pupil dilation? That's where y'all took that one? Mind you, this is only a 4-minute video, and they're only choosing the parts that make Congress look the best.
We do not collect body, face, or voice data to identify our users. We do not. The
You don't.
No, the only face data that you get that we collect is when you use the filters to have, say, sunglasses on your face. We need to know where your eyes are. And
Why do you need to know what the eyes are?
All right, this nigga literally, this nigga does not know what filters is. No, bro. This is like, I won't lie. If the United States wanted to pack TikTok up, it wouldn't be hard. It would not be hard at all. Both parties are more or less in agreement of it. But like, y'all just never like have the smart questions.
You're not seeing if they're dilated.
And that data is stored on your local device and deleted after use if you use it for facial. Again, we do not collect body, face, or voice data to identify our users. As you
What
could agree with me
percentage
that no
of
other company
TikTok's
does.
source code is the same as Doan? What percentage?
I can get back to you on the specifics.
Okay, I'd appreciate that. Where was the source code for TikTok developed? Was it developed in China or in the United States?
It's a global collaborative effort. Like a lot
Was
of
it
code for a lot
developed
of
in,
companies.
was it developed in China? Some of it?
Some of it is.
Okay, at ByteDance. Can
Oh my gosh, bro.
and when it's compiled in the compilation process,
This nigga only knows basic code shit.
can bytecode be manipulated? We've talked a lot about source code. What about the bytecode, the ones and zeros that actually execute on the device? Can
to
it
give
be
you comfort,
manipulated? Yes.
Congressman, to give you comfort, that's why we're giving third-party monitors.
Yes,
As an expert, I think you can agree that very few companies
I've got
offer
the
to do this.
report.
Mr. Chu, yes or no? Do you have full responsibility for your algorithms used by
Yeah,
TikTok?
no, I'm not watching these niggas like put these fake ass highlights. All right, we're gonna watch. Dog, there was this. I remember back in the like 2021, right? I was talking to my brother and his friend, and I told them niggas I don't watch the news. I've been getting I had just started watching or getting news information. They were like, "Where you get your news from then?" And they were all like, and I was all like, "I get it from YouTube." And they were like, "That's how is that any better than news?" I'm like, because there are YouTubers that understand how to properly be neutral when they talk about certain conversations, or even rather, the YouTuber that I watch, Optimus, I would argue that he's neither party exclusive. He'll just quote unquote vote for the best one in his opinion. Let me see if I can find
way I can put this, which I believe to be a very dangerous bill. It's going to.
And even besides that, there's also the larger portion of the TikTok bill looking kind of even crazy.
All right, what's going on?
So real quick, I'm gonna play his soundbite for why he doesn't like TikTok, and I also feel pretty similar on this. There's also the studies that kind of show this.
I've covered, this whole situation. A lot of people seem to really be in favor of banning TikTok. Now, me personally, if TikTok disappeared tomorrow, honestly, would I lose sleep? Probably not. I mean, yeah, I guess it's cool to watch TikTok every once in a while, when you take a break, but it is
propping up your content, though. I will say that.
Definitely not a necessity in my life whatsoever. So today was a pretty major moment in all of this because the TikTok CEO, Xiao Chu, actually had to testify before the Congress here in the United States to basically answer the government's questions about TikTok, data privacy with TikTok, potentially what threats it could pose to American.
There's definitely threats. There's already been data leaks in Australia, which is what I would have pointed to. And that's why Australia is having their own problems with it. There's a lot more. There's a lot of things. There was also a court case, I want to say in a state like Nevada or some shit, where there was issues with TikTok earlier on too. However, this has all happened on Twitter. People actual official, I remember when a whole bunch of people's account got hacked on Twitter, and by some crypto hacker people, and a whole bunch of people sent their fucking Bitcoin and Ethereum to Obama, quote unquote, because he said he would double it. Now, I don't understand how you're in crypto and you stupid, bro. Because to be honest, let me not.
A moment where our government really kind of got to it, you know what I mean? Really started breaking this problem down and figuring out whether or not they were going to support some sort of ban. And instead, what we actually got was pretty poetically, America basically see just how ineffective our government really is. Taking a look at
one of the clips.
Hearing and kind of see just how the U.S. federal government really fares in pushing its plans forward.
I don't think ownership is the issue here. With a lot of respect, American data privacy and user security. I mean, look at Facebook and Cambridge Analytica.
Facebook and Cambridge Analytica are perfect examples. That's why I'm like, yo, the moment this nigga ate is crazy.
Just one example. So I do think that, it is not about the ownership. It is a lot about making sure we have Project Texas, making sure that we're protecting and firewalling US user data from unwanted foreign access, giving third parties to come in to have a look at this, and making sure that everybody is comfortable. We're giving transparency and third-party monitoring. And that's what we're doing for Project Texas.
Well, all right. So that is the TikTok CEO basically making Congress look like clowns. Now, they asked him if, TikTok would be willing to divest their TikTok project or whatever from Chinese ownership. And this is what he hit him with. He basically brought up
he brought up Cambridge. And that's why I'm I'm okay with TikTok getting away, because we already seen all these other social media joints do it. And the way that they are platforming it direct, like in a way advertising it for children, even though he even wouldn't let his children use it until they're at a certain age, and he would still put multiple privacy things. Basically, his entire point is similar to how cable TV was. If you're not going to put parental controls on your cable TV, it's not the cable provider's fault if your child is going to look and see bad things.
But I digress. Let's go.
We'll go to the next clip.
Go ahead and continue, because this is not the only time that, we just looked goofy in this whole thing. So,
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Does y'all niggas hear his question? We will go back.
Goofy in this whole thing. So,
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network? On job, bro. I know niggas in 5th grade that understand Wi-Fi better than this. Who is Mr. Hudson of North Carolina? Nah, we gonna say names. Mr. Hudson, North Carolina. Richard Hudson, a Republican from North Carolina. Oh my goodness, bro.
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand the...
So if I have a TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
Yes, it has to. You have to use internet in order to use the application. If not, it uses your 5G whatever service. You dumb mother. Like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, oh my goodness. Like, how do you fuck up such an easy fumble? And this is why they fucked up, because they never cared in the first place. They never cared in the first place. Want to know why? Want to know why they never cared in the first place? Because these niggas already made their bill.
It set horrible precedents and the possibilities of government overreach.
They made their bill, and I'm going to read a portion of it. Section 3, addressing information, communication, technology products, and services that pose undue or unacceptable risk. A, in general, the secretary, in consultation with relevant executive department and agency heads, is authorized to and shall take action to identify, deter, disrupt, prevent, prohibit, investigate, or otherwise mitigate, including by negotiating, entering into, or imposing and enforcing any mitigation measure to address any risk arising from any covered transaction by any person with respect to any property subject to the jurisdiction of the United States that Secretary determines. Mind you, they said if they determine that there is a risk, and this is going to apply for not just TikTok, but desktop applications, mobile applications, gaming applications, payment applications, web-based applications, information communications technology products, and services that are also integral to artificial intelligence and machine learning. Isn't that interesting? Additionally, they're also going to be able to monitor software and hardware or any other product of service integral to telecommunications products and services, which means wireless local networks,
or wireless local area networks, mobile networks, satellite payloads, satellite operations and control, cable access points, wireline access points, core networking, long and short backhaul networks, and edge computer platforms. Which means these niggas are basically saying, we gonna look at everything. None of y'all getting no way. They also including e-commerce technology. So, dog, they're gonna be able to see everything. Literally everything. They also put in the penalties. I'm not really gonna go into that now. It's a crazy time. Honestly, and look, this might be a little bit more people. It might get people mad for me saying this, but it's worse than the abortion thing to me. And maybe it's just because I have a better understanding of how deep this shit can go, because they are monitoring everything now. Is what they want to do, and there's a high chance of this bill going in because Biden is already anti TikTok apparently. So he just has to sign it, and even then, there is a good majority. Will I say that TikTok itself has contributed to a lot of the negative stigma? Yes, or negative attributes? Yes. I can honestly say TikTok has some negative, but I also want to say that it was exacerbated by the pandemic. Because that was the new application that everybody was using. You were getting a lot of information from there. So it was hard not to get used to it. And because of that, short form content exploded. Now, short form content in and of itself isn't bad per se. However, the constant exposure to it has not only been noted, but has been said to have a lot of other negative effects. That conjunction with the very fact that social media has already shown to have a correlation with the depression rate for people in society nowadays. And that's also not even just only because of social media. That's because of other platforms like Twitch, for example, to an extent, OnlyFans, where these platforms more profit off of people being not subservient to an extent, but overly dedicated to, and it becomes an issue to be overly dedicated to these streamers and whatnot. It starts making parasocial relationships with those streamers and whatnot, where it's like you feel like they're really talking to you, where you feel like without them you're kind of nothing, and it can lead to a lot of issues. Like, I think I've talked about it. Some streamers getting their house broken into, I think at one point. Somebody stalking a streamer from their PO box, waiting for them to enter it. It's a lot of stuff like that, where it's like, and it's because when people are dealing with hard times, they tend to anchor themselves to something, and depending on what they anchor themselves to can be make or break, along with all the other issues that's going on in their head. So there's a larger problem with social media platforms in general. And I feel as though TikTok exacerbated a lot of the issues with it. Partially, I think that's why prank YouTubers are coming back. Y'all hear about the guy that got shot in the Dulles Town Center, bro? That's near where I get my hair cut from. That shit crazy, bro. Because he be fucking with it. People found some of his other videos where he stole somebody's fucking groceries and was all like, "This is mine. What are you doing?" After the nigga paid for it type shit. And the dad is some quote unquote devout Christian. He was all like, "Yeah, he didn't. It's due God's grace that he didn't die and all that." And the nigga, and it was all like, it was just doing a YouTube channel, and some people just don't want to laugh and have fun. I'm like, dog, it's not like niggas are going through tough times, and you fucking with them is not what they want. All right. To a lesser degree, I remember when Kai Cenat, he had his little controversy because he was going around to restaurants and he was taking money out of their tip jar. and he was wondering why they were getting tight. That nigga's like my age. I would know why niggas is getting tight. I don't know if he's had a job outside of his streaming stuff, but I know why niggas were getting tight. Like, I didn't even have jobs that let me even get tips like that, to be honest. But if I seen a nigga pulling money out of my tip jar when I was working in Dairy Queen, you got me fucked up for real. Like, dog, and that's the thing, bro. Like, whether it's fake pranks are kind of cringy in and of itself. But, like, I don't know. Like, what would you prefer? For niggas to do a fake prank or do niggas do real dangerous stuff? For example, like, that's why I didn't really fuck with Gideon when I first heard of that man. Because I was all like, he's, like, under the same vein. I just don't like prank niggas. Because I'm like, dog, when a nigga gets mad at y'all niggas or some shit pops off and y'all niggas want to say, it's just a prank, bro, I'm not going to have no sympathy, personally. But it's like, so I just don't know, man. Like, I've come to like Gideon because he's a little bit better with his prank videos. He's not going to, like, push people. Like, once people already find, like, there's an issue, he's already, like, he does a lot more good, and he does good things as well. His has a lot more, like, better intentions with it. Like, I remember, like, one of them, he did get kicked out of, like, it was like a convention or some shit, because he went up to some streamer. The streamer didn't know who he was, and he was like being loud about his quote unquote. I think it was like his love for him or some shit. So he got kicked out because there was two female friends that were uncomfortable with him shouting. To be fair, there was multiple other fans shouting, but most of the fans of that creator seemed to be, or at least that were shown, seemed to be more girls. So I don't know. It was just like, it was uncomfortable because there was a guy specifically shouting or what. But actions were the streamer, I think, was also uncomfortable to an extent, which is why he kind of like pushed a little bit for it. I don't know. I'm like kind of like in the middle for like niggas like him specifically. He's doing some new series where it's like, who's the biggest menace, with some British prankster too. It's like none of their pranks seem to be like too detrimental. Like, it's not like it was the Tactical Potatoes nigga. Like, I remember when he was like treading and shit, and like people was sitting there, like one of my friends would just send it to me all the time, be like, nah, that nigga's funny, and I'd be like, nah, bro. Like, it was funny at first. Then when I seen that this nigga going to a restaurant just bothering niggas, bro, because I already told y'all, bro, like the way I be going to restaurants, headphones in if I'm about to just be by my damn, bro. Headphones in, ready to fucking do my shit and dip. Like, eat my shit and dip. Like, for real. So, like, you pulling up to niggas like that I can't get mad when you get smacked, bro. You feel me? And you're just using the race card a lot, and I've never been a fan of that. So, it's a lot of things, man. I don't know. Should we be pro YouTube gangsters? These internet gangsters? Who knows? Who fucking knows, man? God damn. The Twitter changes, we can talk about that. I'm gonna use this Moist Critical video a little bit to see. So the first thing, Twitter updated their wording so users are unable to distinguish between paid and legacy verification. It's usually because people on Twitter were roasting the fuck out of niggas that were buying Twitter Blue. Because it just looked cringy. I think Instagram actually wrote in their own features. Oh, wait. My fault. I realized that I did not put up the screen share, so y'all can't hear it. You know, I did that shit for the fucking the Gym Girls video. I'm so upset. I gotta go and fucking clip all those old shit and get it.
April 2nd, and there's only been one minor tweak to the blue checkmark system.
This is kind of like when the Mayan calendar stopped at 2012, but then we hit 2012 and kept going, so people were curious about like, oh wow, how did we, what happened at the end of the world?
Yeah.
That's what's got everyone scratching their head right now, because the blue checkmark system is exactly the fucking same, except now the wording on them has changed. So everyone that had a legacy checkmark before the purge still has it.
So
there was no purge.
That was basically they were saying they're going to change the blue checkmark system to kind of get rid of the legacy folk. Didn't really happen. The next thing that they said that they were gonna do,
paid for it, or
all they did was change the wording, so you can't tell because niggas were getting roasted, bro. If you talk shit on Twitter and you bought Twitter Blue, niggas knew, and they're coming for your dumb ass.
Or if they,
but to be fair, I see a nigga with fucking 100, like less than 2K followers, and he's not part. Because that's the issue with the legacy check marks too. They're giving it out to anybody who's quote unquote a reporter, and they were making opinion pieces. So I didn't agree with the checkmark system in general anyways. Like there are a lot of people who didn't deserve checkmarks and were getting checkmarks and it's been proven that there was some underhanded dealings under that. That's why.
Important person with a legacy verification checkmark. It really feels like it was just to protect the feelings of those pay piggies that were dumping the $8. So that was pretty lame and disappointing, but if you are a Twitter Blue subscriber, now's the time to rejoice. You'll be able to sleep easier at night knowing that people won't be able to laugh and spit on you as easily as before, since they won't know if you're dumping the $8 a month for that checkmark. But there have been a couple other changes that I think are worth mentioning here since we're talking about it, and one of them is about the other two badges. So there's also a gray badge in addition to the blue one. This is a completely different badge, and it's reserved for government officials or politically powerful people. It goes to them. That's not something you can.
I think they already had a similar thing. It was like a flag type of badge. It's whatever.
So that way people don't ever really get confused. But one thing that I don't really like about it is that it's gray. And sometimes when I'm just scrolling, since I'm on dark mode, I don't even notice if there's a check mark there. So sometimes I just think that it's a troll account or something. They should make it more obvious. They should have made that one fucking glisten. Like have it be red with flames coming off of it. Maybe like sound effects, fucking fireworks blasting off like you just hit 99 in a skill in RuneScape. Like that one they should have went hog wild on. But regardless, there's another badge as well. And this one's for corporations. That's the gold badge, the little Mario coin. So the gold badge is interesting. The gold badge is for brands and companies, nonprofits, any of that, and it costs $1,000 per month in addition to an extra $50 per month for each affiliate sub-account, i.e. employees, brands, or divisions. But there is an exemption here. The top 10,000 most followed brands, companies, and organizations that have already been verified will be exempt from the $1,000 monthly fee. So if you're like a startup business and you want the gold badge to help solidify to customers that this is the official brand account, well, then I hope you got your pocketbook at the ready, because you're going to need to pony up at least $1,000 per month for that bitch. That is not cheap whatsoever. Yeah. And I actually would be super insulted if I was a startup business that would find value in that gold badge, because the top...
At the moment, I don't think there's much value, but I do think that they're going to start throwing in filters, start doing in things. It's a lot. The gold badge is weird, because they did already exclude a lot of the companies that would actually be able to pay for this. And they kind of just was like, yeah, fuck it. Hey, yo, dog, imagine if you company 10,001. You're like, bro, I fell down by one position, bro, for like a few months, and you do this to me, nigga? 1,000? Man, Mr. Elon, I'm going to have some words for you.
10,000 most followed corporate accounts, as well as just its 500 largest advertisers, are being grandfathered into it for free. These are massive corporations that could easily afford the $1,000 per month charge without feeling.
However, and while he's right about that, like easily they can afford it, they don't care. However, you gotta keep in mind how that looks, because these are also advertisers that he's gonna want. So they're already gonna be paying for ad spots and doing all that. The people who are outside that top 10,000, would they be paying as much for ad spots? That's what I would have to argue. It's a lot of like things that like these companies wouldn't want to, like these companies, like you got to keep in mind, a lot of these 10,000 plus companies, like the top 10,000 companies, these niggas are hard negotiators. And they already don't like Elon for the most part, which is why a lot of the advertisers were pulling out of Twitter, or the ones that were somewhat there. Anyways, that's why a lot of them are pulling out somewhat. But this is more to get a little bit of favor with them than anything else. I understand why he did it. I do think 1,000 is a bit much. However, I don't understand why local not that I don't understand, but I don't think that Twitter was the best place for you to promote your local businesses anyways. So I don't think you should go that route. If it's me, I think the best things to use is TikTok and Instagram Reels, and Instagram rather. And then after that, you can start like gravitating a little bit more towards YouTube as well.
Feeling shit. Meanwhile, you got mom and pop Wiggleberry, who just launched their artisan candle business that really wanted the gold checkmark to try and extend their reach online. They're going to have to fork out a fucking ton for it. So that would be pretty insulting as a small business owner who might want the gold checkmark. I don't think it's necessary whatsoever. I don't think the gold checkmark is going to necessarily be hitting home runs for your bottom line and getting you more customers. But I have heard from a few small businesses and nonprofits that aren't going to be, with a waived fee here, that were very upset about it. And I do understand why they would be. Because again, that is expensive for smaller businesses. Meanwhile, the businesses that are already huge that could easily afford it don't have to. They don't have to eat the cost at all. Instead, it's coming from smaller businesses, which is weird. That seems kind of backwards to me, but whatever. I thought that was at least worth mentioning. $1,000 per month for a fucking badge on Twitter is in and of itself a wonderful joke. Now, the last change that I'd like to discuss is one that kind of branches off of a bigger topic. What is the value of even being verified on Twitter? Well, I think the answer is nothing. I think there's absolutely no fucking value in being verified on Twitter. One of the things Elon Musk has been hyping up for a while is
there's no monetization. There's no real benefit right now to being verified on Twitter. However, it seems that there will be a benefit. However, I don't know if that's a benefit or a restriction for us regulars.
Monetization options, but as of right now, they're non-existent. There's really no such thing as like Twitter monetization. You wonder if he is like genuinely exploring that to see if there is a way to have content on Twitter generate ad revenue to review a tweet before sending it or make like an edit to it, which who really gives a fuck? It's Twitter. You can just delete the tweet if you want to. It's very simple and very quick already. It just seems like a complete waste of money. But with a recent announcement from Musk, it seems like he's really trying to make Twitter Blue a requirement to even use the platform effectively.
This is my issue with Musk, and this is when a big Elon Musk. I'm not even a big fan. I'm a meme fan, to be honest. I'm a big Elon meme fan. Like, I'm one of those niggas. Like, I don't really know what Elon be doing, but that nigga geeks sometimes. So I just had to. But during this time since he had Twitter, the nigga been falling apart. Like, this nigga's been sucking ass, bro. I'm gonna be honest. And it's not even his fault completely. I will say the Twitter files were a thing. I don't know. I can't say how expansive they were. I think a part of it was was hoopla, obviously. However, there was obviously some significant things that had to be addressed, which is the obvious catering to a certain party and the obvious restrictions that some people did, as well as the obvious. And this is what blows me, bro. All right, not blows me, but it bothers me. There has always been a huge pedophilia and child pornography issue on Twitter. And the thing is that people don't understand, because I remember when Elon Musk was saying that, oh yeah, they finally started removing a lot of that, doing a lot of stuff. People were all saying it wasn't even a thing. I've never seen any. I'm like, dog, y'all niggas just don't know how algorithms work. The issue was that there was a huge community and they were keeping that shit to themselves. These niggas identified themselves as maps. These niggas identified themselves as part of the LGBT. They were identifying themselves as anything but just pedophiles, so you guys wouldn't see it. Within the Minecraft community, they were sexualizing the child YouTubers. All right, it's not hard to find out. I've been hearing it since I was in like end of middle school, maybe early high school. I had heard it, and that's because I just be watching YouTubers and shit talk about issues sometimes. But damn, bro, like that's what I'm saying. I give him his props. I give him his props for that. There's the botting issue on Twitter. Yes. I don't know if it's as big of an issue as he makes it, in my opinion. Like, if anything, unless it's like I felt Twitter gotten more toxic more recently. And I've heard, even this guy is going to say it later, but there's been blood.
So the change is that only verified
white people on Twitter. But for my part of Twitter, it's just a whole bunch of black people finding each other. Like, I showed you the woman that was talking about the lesbian thing. It was a black girl. I don't know why. It was just crazy.
Users will show up in the recommended feed, and also that only verified accounts will even appear in the Twitter's For You feed, making the claim that this is the...
the verified accounts only shown in the For You feed is so stupid to me. Like, and then this nigga gonna be like, it's just $8. Yeah, all right, nigga, what the fuck's wrong with you though? Why am I gonna pay $8 just for you to let me fucking talk? What the hell? It would be one thing if it was like it wasn't a huge requirement. Like it just doesn't make sense, bro. This is supposed to be only benefits, and you're about to be restricting niggas.
The only realistic way to address advanced AI bot swarms taking over. It goes into effect on April 15th, and also voting in polls will require verification for the same reason. I don't really care too much about the poll vote.
Look, I understand for voting in polls. Yes. I do think that this nigga is overstating the bot shit. I don't know why. And like, if you take how many polls on Twitter are you taking seriously if it's not like you're a content creator or something and you're doing something for your community? Like, how many polls is nigga taking 100% seriously?
Voting shit, that doesn't matter at all to me. Twitter polls are completely fucking useless. But the shutting out non-verified accounts from For You recommendations, that's a load of horseradish right there, especially with the reason given to stop AI bot swarms. This feels like a totally different tone and attitude here, as opposed to the old Elon, the bold Elon, who went to war with bots right away when he took over the platform, stating that he was going to...
I miss the old Elon. What is it? I miss the old Kanye. I miss the old Kanye. What was it? Yeah, it was the I Love Kanye song. Let me see. I miss the old Elon, straight from the go Elon, the chop it up, the chop up the soul Elon, sit on his goals Elon. I hate the new Elon, the bad mood Elon, the always rude Elon, spaz in the news Elon. I miss the sweet Elon, chop up the beats Elon. I gotta say, at the time I'd like to meet Elon. See, I invented Elon, it wasn't any Elon. And now I look around and there's so many Elons. I used to love Elon. Even had the pink polo. Thought I would. That nigga don't wear a polo. What do you wear? I'm gonna look at an Elon Musk picture. That nigga wears a bomber jacket and the bomber. I even had the bomber. I thought I was Elon. What if Elon made a AI about Elon called I miss the old Elon, then that'd be so Elon. That's all it was, Elon. We still love Elon. I love you like Elon loves Elon. I can't believe I did that whole thing. Went back and made edits. God fucking damn it, bro. Yeah, Twitter file journalist quits Twitter after Elon Musk placed restriction on Substack. Oof, yeah, nah, see, ain't nobody, that's what I'm saying. People were like, okay with it, but now he's all like, is frustrated on the recent decision to heavily restrict all links and tweets about Substack following the company's announcement it would be launching Substack Notes, a short form social network and a potential competitor to Twitter. Yeah, I do remember them saying that they're gonna start removing people's ability to have links to their other platforms. I think that's stupid as well. I think that one of the things for Twitter was that it was just so all-encompassing.
To make sure bots and all of those troll fake accounts weren't going to be an issue anymore.
I will say
and he had
that,
so many plans to get rid of
Twitter
it.
Files guy also making another basically Twitter is interesting as well. But we'll go off from that.
Now he's saying it's a losing battle without just taking off unverified accounts from the For You recommendation page. What the fuck happened? Like they won, I guess? Jesus Christ. That's a weird way of combating that. There's plenty of other ways of combating bots that don't involve just slapping the people that aren't paying $8 a month. I don't think I need to explain why this is a terrible decision. Everyone was dunking on him for this one. Even the biggest of supporters for Musk were pretty put off by this because it just does seem weak, no matter how you spin it. Saying
present.
It's a losing battle unless he turns off a pretty crucial component to the service, which is allowing unverified accounts, any account, to show up on the For You recommendations based on algorithms and shit. Like, that has been a core part of Twitter for a while now. So taking that away, stating like he's going to lose to bots if he doesn't, is very weird and not a great look. And since we're on the topic of For You, I want to quickly just ask, what the fuck is going on with For You on Twitter? I talked about this on stream, and everyone's having the exact same experience over the last couple months, where every time you go on, there's just random death and gore videos. like out the wazoo. Every time I scroll through Twitter for more than like 3 or 4 seconds, I'll inevitably scroll past someone just getting shot somewhere in a video of it, or like a fight that broke out that led to someone getting killed. And it's not even based on my previous viewing. Like I don't go out of my way to watch like best gore on Twitter or anything. Like it's out of nowhere, and everyone seems to be having a similar experience. And if it's not death and gore videos, it's for some reason other horrific shit that's not even viral. Like they're not even viral clips. I don't understand why it's doing that. I don't know if it's by design or if there's just something that's got a little funky in there, but it's certainly odd. I just wanted to at least mention that briefly. But overall, these are not amazing changes so far for Twitter. Maybe they'll get it together and start pumping out some great ones, but man, it has been a load of L's for that platform. Elon Musk bought it not too long ago for $44 billion, and it is currently valued at roughly like $20 billion. So not exactly seeing the best of returns.
To be fair to Elon, because I felt bad for this nigga. This nigga realized how fucked up this joint was, I think in like May or June, and he tried to pull out, and then Twitter was all like, nah. If you're not going to buy us, we're gonna file a lawsuit on you, bucko. I'm like, yo, these niggas is evil. That man was all like, nah, they won't even send me all the information that I required to buy it first. And they're like, nah, we don't have to send it to you before you buy it. But you already made a claim you're going to buy it, so you got to buy it. So it's weird, dog. Like, at the end of the day, he was kind of, like, because he was talking too much shit, it was forced upon him. Then he's just not. There's, like, a lot more angles that you could just come at and to actually make a successful platform. I don't know what Twitter's doing.
That was the Just Talking Podcast.